Hello, a very good morning. I welcome you for the today's session about relationship between philosophy and education. In the previous session, we discussed about different types of the Western philosophies of education, meaning of education, meaning of philosophy, philosophy and education interaction that we deals in the previous session. Now today we are moving to the relation between philosophy and education. Philosophy towards life. Before that one, I would like to give a quotation that is education, education without philosophy. So I go for the text here. So there is before moving to the relationship between education and philosophy, I would like to quote a famous saying that is education without philosophy is blind. Education without philosophy is blind, and philosophy without education is invalid. That means without philosophy, education is not a visionary. Similarly, philosophy without education is not recognized. So this is the relationship between education and philosophy. Education and philosophy. Like that, we have few more concepts. The relation between education and philosophy. Let's see the remaining concepts are what. That is philosophy toward life and values in general determine what we feel toward the role of education in shaping child character. Here education and philosophy, what they are doing, education and philosophy towards life and values in general determines what we feel towards the role of education in shaping a child character. The interdependence of philosophy and education can be found in lives and teachings of all great thinkers. Example, Socrates and David in the West, Yajna Alkha and Mahatma Gandhi in the East, and Plato philosophy in the Republic is universally accepted as a classical treatise as education. Classical treatise on education. Every man has his own philosophy of life, and it is natural that he will seek to influence and convince or convert others to his way of thinking, and education nothing but this process of influence, convince and converting. Thus education is a practical means of realizing the philosophical idea of life, and it is a fundamentally depend on philosophy. So conclusion, philosophy is a theory. Philosophy provides the purpose of the aim. Philosophy is wisdom. Philosophy formulates the method. It gives ideas, values and principles. Education is a practical in nature. Education which makes in practical. Education is the dynamic side of philosophy or application of fundamental principles of philosophy. Education called applied philosophy. Education, its process and it works out those ideas, values and principles. Education renews and rebuilds the social structure in the pattern of philosophical ideas. Thank you.